to Update with Precious. It always is my belly. Today we turn out to bring on things that happen for inside Nigeria. So today is Good Saturday, as some people will say, but not Easter Saturday. And so this is to say happy Easter to our faithful as they out there as soon as they celebrate. I just want to wish you all the best as you celebrate, and that may the resurrection of Christ and the power of the resurrection of Christ be upon you in all that you do. My name is Precious Amy. It's always a delight to bring you all that is happening and all the juicy news in Nigeria. So today I carry baskets in different levels come, and I be won't give myself holiday. Let me rest because the aproko inside of me will not let me just rest one day without coming to update my people on the things happening in our country. Hey, so today we hear say some kind drama happen as EB say the Bauchi State Deputy Governor just summer better slap to Tinubu minister. I will let you know who the minister be if you don't know already and how that slap take happen and what it even lead to the slap set. How can an ordinary deputy governor summer slap to a whole a minister. A whole minister, now they knock slap like that. What is going on here? I'll let you in on that conversation. But then going on with other conversations, yesterday, Datti Baba-Ahmed, the deputy Peter Obi running mate, hold an interview yesterday, or been get an interview with a Rice Television yesterday, where he talked plenty things. And guess what? The things when he talk as usual. What did they call them again? Not be the backing dog. What is it? Maga dogs. The maga dogs, them don't be talk concerning the things the way he talked that yesterday. But one of the things he talked, he said, if Tinubu dey smart, as he expect them to, he not supposed contest for 2020. I go let you know why he talk that kind of thing. And I'm not himself. Speaking about maga dogs, then now Labour Party don't disassociate himself. Say we don't wash our body come up for where that Baba-Ahmed deal. That thing when he talk, or your is his case. Now only him waka come. He no consign us. Which faction of Labour Party talk that one? Or who in Labour Party said that? Because when you hear say Labour Party come on hand for waiting that Baba-Ahmed talk, you say we go begin wonder. Say, excuse me. Labour Party, come on hand for waiting one of their the running mates to their presidential candidate talk. Waiting make you go come on hand. Well, the stooges where they live for inside Labour Party now talk am. I go let you know who exactly talk am and how they use talk am. Moving on to other conversations. Today we have say two siblings don't drown for inside Nasarawa mining site. Very, very sad. Two, the same papa, the same mama, brothers, I mean the same brothers, don't drown for inside mining site. When will they talk about the dangers of illegal mining? Illegal mining, they need to hear word. Now, Nigerian government don't vote. Say, true to God, we go finish everybody for plateau killings. We go end this thing where they consign plateau killing. We go finish plateau killing. True to God, we go finish plateau killing. How can they be killing us like that? Wow. Now, speaking about ending killings, for Adamawa State, Boko Haram don't hit hung again. Don't hit hung again for inside Adamawa State. Can't destroy facilities. Can't hoist their flags. So now we get here. All here we down around here now. We get them for Adamawa State. That means now them now they control a particular territory for Adamawa State. Wow. Speaking about and retaliating. Father Alia, the executive governor of Benue State, don't talk. Say, come on. I understand your pain. I feel your pain. But in all that you do, please do not retaliate to the headsman that's killing you. Remember, say on herself against bandits. But Father Ali Kotelona say, no. For inside the Eastern congregation, sorry, not congregation, to instate people when they, I don't forget saying that's not be church. And you don't tell them, say, in this thing that is going on here, no matter what it is, please make sure that you do not retaliate to the bandits' killings. Please don't retaliate to them. Just leave them. Forgive them. Forgive and forget. As Christ forgive those who crucify in this period. Now, speaking about small things we get to do with Adama, we hear say, as Adama, they just attack them. Hoist flag. APC Vice Chair Salihu don't donate 3 million naira to vigilantes, security agencies for inside Adamawa. As be say Boko Haram don't renew attack again for inside the state. I go let you into more. Just becoming that Oga Uncle becoming. Now we hear say suspected members of the Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, they don't destroy a bridge where they link Ingerboa to Gonori for inside Gujba local government area of Yobe State. That is, they don't burn bridge, break the bridge into two. ISWAP don't burn bridge, break the bridge into two. This now waiting they happen. Now with all of these things when they happen and all this mayhem where this Boko Haram I swap they commit up and down. Guess what? Just guess what? Your federal government don't rehabilitate 390 of them. 390 of the members of Boko Haram. 390 of them. Tell them say, go and sin no more. For your sins have been washed away because you are now new. Behold, ye are now new. Go and sin no more. Are you serious? 390 of them. Now they don't rehabilitate. Send them back into the society. Zingwa, make una go enter society. Go ye and sin no more. And if they sin again, what will happen? The ones on assembly they no sin again. Waiting do them. We go talk about that matter. Now, Buba Galadima don't they talk say, I'm not gonna keep quiet again. I go tell you why votes will not go even count for 2027. For those of una where the plan say on I won't do election for 2027, make I tell on I won't gist. Say votes no go count, and I go tell you why votes no go count for inside 2027 election. It shock you. You're not supposed to shock you. You're not supposed to come as a surprise to you because I'm sure you're supposed to be used to this. Now, in all the drama that is happening in Nigeria, more drama that happen, even in the spiritual realm, drama they happen. As if we say priestesses, that is water goddesses, priestesses, and marine water worshippers them. Then go for inside water. Say may they go conduct their normal ritual, them or go do ritual to their water people. No. Only for government to abduct them. That is, they kidnapped the gods. In Enugu State, they have the mind to kidnap the gods, abduct priestesses and worshippers. Gunmen don't carry them while they perform rituals for water goddess for inside Enugu River. Why? Gunmen, why? What do you gain? And moving on to other issues, police on extradite fugitive killer boy from Qatar over the murder of lead city students where be say been die. Hey, you know that matter being trend that day, and a lot of people they happy say maybe finally justice good day done. You know the story was see where be say pay me well. How one small girl used to complain how her aunt they film her, they record her as her husband, they rape her every time for the 8 months which she did with them. A domestic worker, now they talk anti-husband, that is the girl of the house, the raper, and her auntie, the female, they've 8 months where she did their house. We go talk about see the good, bad, and ugly and bizarre news where they happen for inside Nigeria. I may not be able to brush all of them, but I will just, rush them sharply so that rights too because me self supposed to be star. Lawyer, Lagos police words over detention of 17-year-old Quadri. Remember the young boy we've been there for front of P2B convoy. We've been just covered with P2B convoy that time during election period. Well, that young boy, you remember say then he did kiri. Why? They say he commits crime. Now, they talk saying that because of envy and bad belly of them been contribute money to run dead. So they come frame up, carry and go police. Of course, police, Nigerian police. Meanwhile, Nigerian police come and talk say no. Say not be so it take happen. Say the boy, say eyewitnesses come and say they see and they fight. And as they see and they fight, and then the people where they thief their things, they are saying that these people they 90 their thing, I make the arrest them. First of all, police come and deny say the boy na 18 years old, say no this 17. And the lawyer, he be Efion, come to talk, say the boy na 17 because he say in birth certificate, say in mama too come talk and say true, this na the age. I be mama we born pikin, no know how old the pikin we born dey. Well, I go let you in on that matter. The reason that they open all this matter, make on the shine on our eyes for things that they happen for inside Nigeria. I tell you now today, say as restaurant workers, customers, they trapped as building collapse for inside Lagos State today. Yes, and to all this cake where they happen. IMF, where Sabi, advise our presidents so inside Nigeria. Don't come look and they have looked at it. They can't look this Tinubu administration. Can't carry another eye look and can't come out their glasses, look up, look that again. Because no. We hereby score Tinubu economy very low. We score in economic reform very low. Why? Because it need the benefits most Nigerians. Away. Now they on advice and make a common subsidy. A person advise them again. How come on account they score am low? And that shall never end. Well, my people, this now the matter we will get for grant today. And we'll go begin yarn on this matter them one by one. I mean, someone can give us all the headlines them so that I go be just they used to the matter them we will get. But we enter the they hot. That's how we go to unleash them for now one by one. Before we enter the one where they use slap somebody, make we enter waiting that Baba-Ahmed talk because that one don't happen yesterday. So Yusuf Datti Baba-Ahmed is the former vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party. He don't advise President Bola Tinubu. Say, make he not try to seek for the election, if he truly be smart, as in saying be, if he be a smart politician. Now, Baba-Ahmed will appear for inside a Rice Television political program, prime time, on I think yesterday Friday. He said he believes say Tinubu. He said he believes Tinubu say Tinubu time don't they up. Say I can't add say every other thing where they happen for inside the country and waiting they happen with the All Progressives Congress APC. Say they're supposed to see them with their own eyes. Say APC go lose the election for inside 2027. In say I expect Tinubu to throw in the towel if he is that smart politician that he turns out to be. Not be the only things and finish, but say as I they do as it is the tradition. Yeah, I they like to give on I one by one with on a korokoro ear and on a korokoro eye. Look on they see waiting the person then talk one at a time. Oh yeah, look go watch.
I expect
your own mouth. Look on
Tinubu
we will
to throw
come
in
back
the
because
towel.
get more.
If he is that smart politician that he turns out to be. You know me, I say the truth. For someone to have organized 2007, culminating in his electoral heist in 2023, that person must be super, super smart politician. I'm not praising him at all. It's not good to be what really he is that I don't want to say. But look, he skipped 2007 and jokingly made Atiku candidate, made Ribadu and somebody 11, made Buhari in 15, Buhari won, and then skipped 2019 and then stole 2023. If he is that smart, everything is there for him that he's going to lose 2027. If he is that smart, because everything is there. There are two possible candidates that I cannot mention, and they are the nemesis of Tinubu. Tinubu's time has come. It has been proven that APC is a lie. Buhari did not develop Nigeria. Buhari did not provide security. Buhari did not fight corruption. Neither will Tinubu ever do this. So going forward, I see APC losing this election. I see Nigerians somehow uniting. Listening to what someone like me is saying that, look, if you cannot practice this democracy, it's not for you. And then Nigerians will decide to come out and practice democracy for the first time. And then bad leadership will begin to have no hiding place in Nigeria. And then gradually we'll begin to heal our land. We'll begin to recover. We'll begin to unite and take each other's as fellow Nigerians, brothers and sisters. Their time is up.
And I hear them as they talk. He said their time don't they up. May they not even bother to contest again. Say because if they contest, they go surely fail. But then somebody else now says something today that in all these things, one of the talks say, if you look and well, say, as an election, fee no even counts. And as a matter of fact, your vote fee no count for 2027. Make we see as Buba Galadima talking. So Buba Galadima, a former political ally of former President Muhammad Buhari, for inside in this encounter, laments that all those who are in power in the country are only concerned about themselves rather than the people. Say everybody with the power now, say that they are selfish interest, and only their body they think of. Say they not send on them. Maybe I make if they kill today or kill tomorrow. Who day holiday, they pick in teeth, nothing concern them at all. He said we should forget the 2027 general elections because we should forget about 2027 general elections because the votes would not count unless Nigerians rise up and demand an amendment of the Electoral Act. Did you hear him? If Nigerians don't come out in their numbers, come talk, say no, we don't tire. Make them amend the electoral. Please, waiting National Assembly they do. I want to understand their work. We make they collect money every time when they sit down. What are they doing? Act that put us in the confusion that they put us to interpret what FCT is and ordinary and. How can we have an electoral act that was difficult to interpret and yet till now they never fit still amend that electoral act? Why? Why? For 2 years, one would have thought that the first thing the 10th National Assembly for do, now immediately they enter power, the first thing they for do is to begin amend the Electoral Act so that all those loopholes then where judges use navigate their way for 2020, no fit use them again. I be not be the interest of the people they get, or because they also protect their own interests. Because at the end of the day, if they amend that, it could also affect them. But then where lies the interest of the Nigerians when they represent? That's not the question when people go to ask. where the interests of the Nigerians who they represent, Conde. That is why we are talking, so that you will begin to look for who your National Assembly member is, who be your House of Representative, House of Rep member, who be your senator. What are they do about the Electoral Act? What are you people doing about the Electoral Act? Because going by waiting Buba Galadima talk, not true. He said, except Nigerians come and say, we don't hold the country. We hold the country down. No election goes except Ona give us a new, but who go be the person we go decide, say, we need a new Electoral Act? Who go even lead that? You know, say Nigerians say, all of us won't die, but none of us won't go heaven. You understand? Sorry, all of us won't go heaven, but none of us won't die. Because we have the kind of, we get people where we say, the only thing we will know, Sabi do, not to blame others. So they look for, hey, you people are quiet, you people are dumb, Nigerians are not talking, Nigerians are quiet, Nigerians are dumb. Who will take the lead to talk? Who go take the lead to talk? If Nigerians are not talking, they're quiet, that not talking, that quiet. Who go talk on their behalf? If you not contribute talk, who go talk? Somebody has to start it. All of us just wait for person way go be scapegoat for us to start the process before all of us follow. How about if all of us vex follow at the same time? Which country wait make people start am for them before they start? The country is where some people day to day, where the japa go to. Nobody wait, sit down, wait, make people do am for them. Now the country people now vex, but they say, no, we know they do again. When Egypt revolution happened, nobody, now people mount, millions of people mount, say for days they protest, say they no go agree. They no go agree. Nigerians, you protest small. Once they just shoot small knockouts or small, what did they call them? This thing to use for Shona, everybody don't run. In fact, they don't come threaten us now by ensuring say they arrest minors, hold minors for a long time. So that one and one thing we be say we go come put a lot of fears for our body to make sure say we not even try them at all to go protest again. It is a game to put fear for our body, and all of us the fear. Because what is democracy? I'm coming more to talk about what Datti Baba-Ahmed said. Because we're going back to it, okay, can't even talk. Say, waiting with the practice, not be democracy. When it be say, if I talk this talk now, people feel vexed. Say, why are you talking? Why? But what, you know, going by what a democracy is and going by our own constitution. What have I said additional? That's not the problem. Buba Galadima can say he also cautioned President Tinubu to be wary of those around him, making them careful about people who are around and saying that they may pull him down, they may pull down his government, even as he bears his mind on the emergency role in River State, hunger, and among other issues and with that. But he talk a lot about the emergency. He say, how would you access your? Then they ask him a lot of questions and answer a lot of questions. But one of the most important things when you talk, now say, no matter how I look at say election no go work for 20. That one na no rero because your vote no go count. Except Nigerians come together say, make on a reforms, make on a change the electoral act. Now the only thing we go make election and your vote count for 2027. When are we going to start that demand? When we go start to make that demand? Now moving on to other conversations. Guess what? Labour Party don't disown or disassociate itself from the remarks made by the party's 2023 vice presidential candidate Datti Baba-Ahmed against President Bola Tinubu's style of leadership. Now, condemning Baba-Ahmed's statement that Tinubu's government is questionably constitutional. That is, in fact, he said it don't constitutional. Look, we even leave him. The party's national secretary, publicity secretary, guess who? Arababi, you get her. Arabambi Abayomi, nine talker. Yeah, anytime when you hear say somebody condemns something, supposed to think whether Abure, Arabambi, waiting be the other one is that Apapa. Those people is supposed to think go that direction, right? Talk this one. He says such comment is capable of igniting Nigerians against the incumbent administration. Say you go come they make all Nigerians come they against the incumbent government. Really? Have they been doing great? Because he can't describe about Ahmed's comment as undemocratic. Say that's it when talk, not the democratic at all. About you make us say the Labour Party joined the 2023 election to make a difference in Nigeria's political space. I beg not vex so. I beg now only me. But how many of you noticed Abayomi Arabambi during the how many of you noticed him? How many of the effort he made in campaigning for his party's candidate? Please. Did he campaign for and that made? Because I be fair. If people see him when he be say he actively campaign for a party candidate. But now it is we understand the law well and where they help in party to interpret the law. Moving on further, I say, for the interests and peace of the nation, the Labour Party accepts the judgment of the Supreme Court. Say the Labour Party accept the judgment of the Supreme Court, not because we were pleased, but because of the finality of the Supreme Court judgment. The party has since moved on. Say since the Supreme Court now the final court. So then say Labour Party accept everything with Supreme Court talk. I say they don't move on. He further said that the Labour Party was shocked. Say fear catch them for Labour Party. As they here invite their vice presidential candidate, they refer to Tinubu's presidency as illegal. Ha! So they tell them, quoting the message, you say, but the party was astonished while speaking the illegal and unconstitutional meeting called by Governor Oti and Peter Obi on Wednesday night, April 2025, at the Transcorp Hilton. That neck meeting, they say illegal. And Datti Baba-Ahmed still referred to the product of the 2023 presidential election in his interview as questionably constitutional, even with the legitimacy conferred on the Tinubu's government by the Supreme Court. So even though, say, the Supreme Court don't talk, say, Tinubu government, they constitutional. Say, Datti Baba-Ahmed get mind to still continue the talk, say, Tinubu administration, no, they constitutional. Say, how Ingo fit talk that kind of thing? Now, I want make we listen to Datti Baba-Ahmed very keenly with open mind. Waiting in talk for Arise today, yesterday, we go watch him. Then go back, go watch it in be don't talk for Arise. A previous occasion, if we not talk something for Arise previously, we go back, go watch that thing. We also talk previously for Inside Arise. Then when we watch the two join together, they will come begin ask ourselves, say, waiting be the thing when talk will be true because. As human beings, we get mind, we be natural and normal. Make we use our own ear and eyes and head and brain. Use touchlight the matter them well and know for ourselves, decide for ourselves without somebody telling us which one be true, which one no be true. So if it makes sense, make all of us just listen to waiting Datti Baba-Ahmed talk. Then come listen to because if we don't go Arise previously to before the Supreme Court judgment, in go Arise after the election. Before the Supreme Court judgment, Ingo arise, and he still talk exactly the same thing. Now, here what's in get to.
You see, a sworn-in government needs to be and must be consistent with the constitution of the country. And now, if I were to open the relevant sections to you that we have discussed before, they are at variance with the justice served on Nigeria. So, with due respect to the justice system, it is valid to ask, did the custodians of the law do the lawful? And the answer is simply no. We do recognize that the courts have the power to do all and everything, but that all and everything must be justice. The sworn-in Tinubu-Shettima government does not strictly comply with the Nigerian constitution as it were today, so it is not out of place for any objective mind to still call it unconstitutional. Mildly, one could say it is questionably constitutional. But then here's the big rejoinder to it. 9 out of 16 Nigerian leaders did not buy INEC forms. Yet they served their terms. One of them 9 years, General Gawan, President Babangida 8 years. Nothing could, they were not consistent with the then written constitution because the constitutions were suspended. The point I'm making is that you could be a president, you could be a head of state, you could be a leader, you could be a dictator, so long as you're allowed to remain there. And the big point here is that Tinubu was allowed and is allowed to remain there, despite the efforts of people like me. You remember my efforts. I called clearly for Tinubu-Shettima not to be sworn in, and it was legal, it is legitimate up to now. Why? I gave my reasons. Then, did the Nigerian constitution have an alternative to that? Yes, of course, very constitutional. Ahmed Lawal could have served to, I think, 8th or 9th of June. And at the point of electing a new Senate president, he acts out the balance of 90 days during which a second or rerun election was to be held because Tinubu-Shettima did not satisfy the demands of the constitution to be sworn in. However, it was allowed. I tried to legitimately form what I called then the Constitutional Crisis Resolution Group. All we had to do was to take 3 documents, the Constitution, INEC results, and the options. Go to Washington, Brussels, London, Addis Ababa, on 29th, occupy Eagle Square. Tinubu will not be there today. And the beauty of stopping injustice is that it will not perpetrate itself. Bad leadership is a virus. What do viruses do? They create more, they become more and more and more. We should have stopped this before it happened, and legitimately so, constitutionally so, irrespective of the powers, the DSS, the police. You simply serve a notice. You see, the word democracy is still having a great deal to be understood. When you have a democracy, it means that at some point in time, the people will come out and be the arbiters themselves. Right now, Nigerian governments are governments because they have the army, they have the police, and all those security forces surrounding and protecting them while they misrule. And the Nigerian people have no propensity to really take up their government. Well, that is the meaning of democracy, that behind the Nigerian army, there is the army of the Nigerian people, whom if you transgress their constitution, they will come out against it. Well, now, bad leadership has realized the incapacity of Nigerians to come together and protect their rights. That is why I told you that if you cannot practice democracy, for God's sake, democracy is not for you. There were the hunger protests about last year also. But when you have 1,000 people doing what 1 million people should do, they will be trumped.
Hey, so here what he talk about bad leadership. Here what he talk about So when people keep quiet, that is the meaning of what he describes. So when people keep quiet for inside bad leadership, the thing will continue to move on. But if people resist bad leadership, say you know go fit push himself forward. And now the people, what be democracy without the people? But Nigerians just they dull and docile. They no sabi ask for their rights for inside democracy. Just like when I talk for the beginning, where it be like say Nigerians, they wait for who go fight for them. He can't even talk for that. Say during the end bad governance protest, how people try to protest, what happen? They shut them up. Say the reason why make your leaders now leaders are because they get control of the army and the police. But that the greatest army for inside democracy now the army of the people. The army of the people. Say now them be the greatest the greatest army. When the people come together, say you don't do. We need to do again. What did he say here that is bad? He's consistently stated that the President Bola Tinubu and his deputy did not meet the requirement to be voted in as president and vice president. Why in Tokam? If you don't Tokam before the Supreme Court judgment, before they even swear them in, if you don't talk him before, and you know missing was he said, make we go back to when he talk him that time so that we would see in reason. And I'll make it from my mouth come out. I'm gonna go here when the same Datti Baba-Ahmed talk him before the Supreme Court judgment. And what he mean by say this particular administration like this, where they say it is unconstitutional. And I wasn't in talk where in party members when they go against them now. Say this Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration say it don't constitutional because say he no meet the required number of votes or spread according to the constitution to use win election. Don't be the president when no meet that required number of votes to use win election. And make I go play that initial video where he talk during while Buhari still in power before the swearing in ceremony. I seen TikTok on that time. We'll go here as out there. Let's see if I can quickly play.
Nigeria is officially in a state of constitutional crisis. We're not realizing that yet. Certificate of return has been issued to a so-called president-elect unconstitutionally. There are therefore two meanings, two interpretations, and two understandings of the declaration made. One is that one by INEC. One is that one of the people. When I said of the people is whoever can read section 134 of the Constitution and take a position, then we are entitled to our own view of what crisis is facing Nigeria now. The certificate of return issued to Alhaji Tinubu is a dud certificate. It is one certificate that breaches the provisions of section 134. Therefore, the requirements to be declared as president-elect have not been met by Tinubu-Shetima ticket. The declaration, therefore, as it stands now, as far as the people of Nigeria who choose to adopt the literal, clear, interpreted meaning of Section 134 is concerned, there is really no president-elect. Section 134 stipulates who to be declared
an issued certificate of return. It is only that candidate that has scored the highest number of votes and at least 25% in each in at least 2/3 of the states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory.
Right.
Remember, and now it is very clear, Tinubu does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied him. We got 61%. Atiku does not have 25% in the FCT. We denied both of them. By the clear, unambiguous provision of the Nigerian Constitution, which must not be breached, Tinubu has not satisfied the requirement to be declared president-elect. Accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria now. I repeat, accordingly, there is no president-elect for Nigeria at the moment because the declared one violates the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I know what I'm saying. The Constitution is there in your presence, it's available, everybody is reading it as I speak. I'm not therefore behaving illegally or unconstitutionally. To the contrary, I am supporting constitutionality. It is in fact better for the powers that be to go and create additional 6% out of thin air and rig it back to Tinubu and therefore swear him in on 25% than to go ahead and take the risk of swearing in a so-called president-elect that has not met the constitutional requirement. This document you read is not a puzzle. It is in English. It is law. The law is not a game for politicians to play. This document is not available for Yakubu to interpret that day. It is there for him to follow. The English is very clear. These are fundamental provisions of the Constitution. They come already interpreted. You cannot take a gun, shoot somebody, and then ask the family to go and get interpretation that you only fired your weapon and then it killed him. No. This Constitution is more than abundantly clear. It says and. Show, you know the meaning of and. We know the meaning of and. That constitutional requirement has not been met. That certificate of return is null and void and cannot be sworn in as president. And let me tell you, the way they are going, disregarding the calls of the people, violating the Constitution, let them even go ahead, even if they swear in Tinubu Shetima on 29th of May. They are swearing in an unconstitutional government. Nothing will change it. I am not a careless, reckless speaker. I am working with the Constitution there, that document right you just read. I'm following it. And I dare to tell you that swearing in Tinubu and Shetima is as good as swearing in the Nigerian army on 29th of May. If you swear in people that have not satisfied the requirement, you have by so doing ended democracy. This our democracy is going to end by the way we are going. This document is a product of the legal system. It has been signed into law by the President, Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe in this document. That is why I'm so confident. However extreme it is, Sheung, I am saying it on national.
Now, wow. So you hear everything when talk, I'm saying still maintain a stand. Say democracy die for inside 29th of May 2023 because say President Bola Tinubu no meet all the requirements to be sworn in as the president, and he was sworn in. In fact, he maintained say even the Supreme Court no judge rightly when they change the status of Abuja because of say Tinubu no win Abuja vote. And Nayin don't remain, according to Ram, the only president who be say they vote in where no win vote for inside Abuja. So he say that's make the president of Bola Tinubu illegal. Moko watch and when they finish. In fact, institutional provision of waiting for happen. So when they see say those 3 votes they like that, at P2B scoring on, and Atiku and P2B scored 25%. In fact, P2B score about something. So waiting them for do not to. And at that time, if time no day, the Senate President Ahmed Lawal for just take over briefly, just conduct another election to use fill up that gap at that time. To use make sure say the person when they go vote for gets that position. If the person still feel like making it, the person will get the second vote now for we did not do that then. And that's not the argument we make. Now making continue to talk, say President Bola Tinubu administration, they illegal. Here are more.
Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe in this document. Well, that is why I'm so confident. However extreme it is, Sheung, I am saying it on national TV. Swearing in a ticket that has not met the constitutional requirements, okay, is ending democracy. Quote me on it.
That's your interpretation.
That is my interpretation. And that is indeed a correct interpretation. You cannot swear people who have not met the constitutional requirement. You can't do that. If you did it, you have done something unlawful, something unconstitutional. And I'm repeating it. Whoever does not meet the constitutional requirement must never be sworn in. You said my name. If you like, I can say it again. I'm Datti Baba-Ahmed. I'm repeating. Swear in anybody who does not meet the constitutional requirements of our country. You are engaging in an unconstitutional act. I am taking these risks for the sake of my country. Yes, it is extreme, and I'm saying it. It was more extreme for Yakubu to issue that certificate. It was reckless. He is putting all our lives in danger. We're already at risk. So what is there again in me taking risks again? What have they not done against Nigeria? What have they not abused in Nigeria? Now they will take the constitution where it is clear, it says get 24, after that and FCT. They fail to get it. They are going to swear this man in, and I should be afraid. I will not.
Hey, all right, oh, I don't hear waiting but Datti Baba-Ahmed talk. Now I make for this interview when get with Arise yesterday. It still maintain the stand, say this particular government say it dey unconstitutional and say an illegal government. Well, now waiting make Arabambi don't react. Say no, say they don't wash their hand come on like Pontius Pilate for waiting Datti Baba-Ahmed talk because he's on his own. Then no follow am talk am. Say not only him, now talk am. Say them. They accept the Supreme Court judgment as the party. So even though you paint them as their party, say they lose election, no, but say they accept the Supreme Court judgment because they know say Supreme Court now the final side for inside the law and see the Supreme Court don't talk and then decide to agree for waiting Supreme Court talk. What do you think about waiting Buba Galadima talk? Say election votes no go count for 2027 except we all come together and demand for electoral reform. Except to all come together. You see Nigerians having the mind to call on National Assembly for an electoral reform. You see the Godswill Akpabio, sorry, waiting my guess, the Tinubu will Akpabio, sorry, Godswill Akpabio, say led Senate or led National Assembly, coming out together to talk, say, yes, we want to reform our electoral act to please the people. As he go dey okay for the people generally. Understanding, say, at the end of the day, now them politicians, they benefit inside. The idea for this information, not to inform us, because who gets information, they misroad, right? Now, moving on to other matter, two young siblings, they come to that slap, you know, there was a buzzbuzz today, where here say two young siblings, Omar Mohammed, aged 7, and Ibrahim Mohammed, 9, have drowned in an abandoned excavation site operated by a Chinese firm, Kanyang Mining, mine our gold illegally, because I'm not sure say they're very legal, but illegally but legal in the States. Now, the tragic incident happened on Thursday for inside Udegi Mbeke community for Nasarawa State. I just won't leave and there because this are the kind of things really happen for inside Nigeria. But let's enter a bit into the insecurity in our country, because if I finish that insecurity, I go enter the bus of slapping that will happen. You know, with one of your ministers, or sorry, one of your Tinubu's ministers. So we hear say suspected Haram terrorists have hit a community in state, causing destruction to valuable properties. It was learned that starting from 10 p.m. yesterday night to 3 a.m. this morning, the terrorists reportedly stormed Dabna village for inside Yadul Dugwaba district of Hong local government area. They carry better weapons than way we say they cause people the fear well, including IEDs. IEDs, that is small bomb them. Where we say they make. Now, witnesses said the terrorists occupied and burnt houses. They occupy houses, burn the places, properties, and they can't hoist their flags of conquest. Say we don't win everybody, so now we get this place now. And sorry, our president, where you now? They be say they France, from France, you don't go London. And this is happening. Tell me, what happened during Jonathan's administration? We make them tell them things where they tell them, including we still make how President Bola Tinubu they tell good luck Jonathan all the things where he tell them at that time. Was it up to this level? We make them tell Jonathan the things where they tell them today. Well, that is what is happening right now for inside. Now, according to sources, say Garaha, a larger community 3 kilometers away, would very probably have been included in the attack, except for military. Not be safe, not be smarting. Say that community for don't follow, if not before military. Mobile police operators and vigilantes will rise up and stop the attack. The invasion of Dabna came barely 3 days after Banga, a suburb brother, of Garaha, close to Sambisa Forest of neighboring Borno State, was also attacked, perhaps conquered. 7 people were killed, and several houses and cars were destroyed in that attack. A prominent citizen of Dabna, one Dr. Raymond Chidama, who is the Adamawa State All Progressives Congress, described the development as worrisome. Said it's in the pen and where he lives mostly in the state capital, Yola, said about the incessant attacks in Hong local government area, that the attacks on the communities have now become a daily affair, bringing fear and terror into the remnant of people. Plenty, but I will stop on there. Now, speaking about terrorism and all of those, Reverend Father Hyacinth Ali, the governor of Benue State, don't the killing inside Ukum local government area, while also herdsmen attack for inside Sankera axis of the state, where the police say claim 17 lives, 55 here, 17 here. Now, addressing journalists after the Good Friday Mass at Holy Ghost Parish for inside Makodi, the state capital, the governor say he cautioned communities against resorting to self-help. Say no matter what happen, we can not help on ourselves. We are not defending ourselves. We can leave justice for God. Don't resort to self-help. Please, no matter what happens, Reverend Alia say, like Christ was crucified, and he no blame those who crucify him. He talk say, Father, unto dear lay their sins. Oh yeah, we gonna do like that. We gonna no go for. He said he assured residents that the state government, in collaboration with the Office of the National Security Advisor, is developing a strategic plan to end the killing. They see the developed plan. People see they die, but many people don't help themselves. Really? Now waiting on a Reverend Father talk. Okay, moving on for the same Adamawa State. I don't tell you say APC vice chairman we did there Salihu. He don't donate 3 million naira. May they use continue to fight Boko Haram because say this thing, you don't too much like this. How can this be happening? As we even talk about Boko Haram, yes, intelligence sources don't tell Zagazola Makama, a counter-insurgency publication focused on Lake Chad region, that the attack happened around 10:30 p.m. on Thursday when Ibise waiting happened. These people, the suspected members of Islamic State of West Africa province, ISWAP, then destroy and bomb a particular bridge we link to communities. Ngeboa and Gonori for inside Gujba for Yobe State. They destroy, use bombs, destroy. So people will won't travel to those areas now this holiday, they no go free travel at all at all. The insurgents were said to have used an improvised explosive device to bring down the remaining part of the bridge. The act of terrorism has disrupted movement between the two communities. Now, so then talk. In all of this, in all this drama where they happen, the maybe good news, they say no fewer than 390 Boko Haram members on Thursday, just day before yesterday, for inside Gombe State, completed the federal government's de-radicalization, rehabilitation, and reintegration program, DRR program. DRR. Okay. Speaking during the graduation ceremony, General Christopher Musa, Chief of the Defense Staff, CDS, said the insurgents said he called them ex-insurgents had undergone various rebuilding activities of the program since their arrival at the camp in July 2024. So now 2024 July, now they reached the camp. And in less than 1 year, on done de-radicalize them, rehabilitate them, they're now they push them back into the community. But the question be say, how did you change their mindset for what to make them enter inside terrorism in the first place? How did you change the mindset? How you take commot that mind of terrorism from their body? How possibly they say you commot that mindset of terrorism for their body? That's a question where a lot of people they ask. Yes, you rehabilitate, you they reintegrate, they do this, they do that. But how did you remove the mindset of terrorism from them? How possible is it that you're doing that? As you don't push them go back into community. How painful it think say you go day for people where it be say then don't push go IDP camps. A lot of people will be say these people cause their death. Then they IDP camps today. How painful it is say go day for those people to see their attackers. People will kill maybe all their family members. Maybe only one person remain for the family. People will be say rape them. They see them now inside their communities. They see the roam around again. How do you think they would feel? I don't know the mindset of Nigerian government too. To the pop money, would they spend the largest chunk of our budget every year for inside security. And we see they spend part of that budget and still to rehabilitate people where they cause this badment. How do you change somebody with an ideology? We don't kill, we don't taste blood. How do you change that person in less than 1 year? Make the person come out of that mindset. These people came into the camp in July and you don't already free them now. They don't graduate. Are you serious? In 1 year, less than 1 year. And they don't day free. They don't come out. They don't be terrorists again. Their mindset don't change. They are now good people. They will never kill again. Hey, now wow. But now the story be that. I'm not even worried and further. Back I quickly move into other issues because there are some things that's so painful to hear. Now, speaking about acts of terrorism, kidnapping, and security issues generally. We hear say some dead devil kidnappers because he go only take kidnappers when be say no get conscience. Will be devil first sons to do this kind of thing. Because how do you see people that is going to worship their water goddess and you now come and arrest them again? Eh? How? How do you think you can do that? So some dead devil kidnappers who were suspected to be headsmen, now they say they have kidnapped an Ezewanyi, a water priestess, and 3 worshippers at a river in Obehe, Oba in Udeno, local government area of Enugu State. Now, Chijinkem Ugwanyi, an Enugu media personality who confirmed the incident, said the government also abducted 4 local farmers in the same community. So people go conduct ritual to go do ritual for their water goddess. Now these dead devil kidnappers, when they say they suspect to be Fulani headsmen, come kidnap them, carry them go. How dare you put sacrifices there? They don't even fear them, say they be priestesses and goddess. Hey! Even the gods now cannot even be pleased, be appeased in peace. You want to appease the gods now, a problem entirely. You go to appease the gods, it's not a problem. They will still kidnap you for appeasing the gods. Just like that. Well, this happened in Enugu State. There now it did happen for inside Enugu State. He said the first 4 persons were kidnapped at Ohebe River together with Ezewanyi, who took them there to perform or do their usual water and the Fanta work. And Fulani herdsmen kidnapped all of them before the water goddess. The other 4 persons went to their cashew business inside their cashew farms, and they were also kidnapped. That's not the matter for Enugu State. Fulani headsmen for Enugu State. Oh, there's a governor in that state, by the way. Peter Mba. All right, but we'll continue. Moving on to other conversations, and as we get to do with insecurity, remember, say, of the boy, what did they call killer boy? Where BC kill a 21-year-old girl, where be university student, where her name now Augusta Onuwabagwe, where be student of Lead University. And this thing happened, I think, last year, July 2023. No, 2023 July, it wasn't last year. Yes. So the young man Benjamin Best, where he named Killer Boy, police don't successfully get him. In fact, the interpreting get him for Qatar, Doha, Qatar, where he be say they don't repatriate and successfully come back Nigeria, make it come facing crime. If you see the way we been used kill that girl that time, hey, that thing been make noise well. But police don't come at. If you remember that matter then, the matter been I know if it explain that gory incident, honestly speaking, because I know say the parents of that girl they could be vexed well now. In fact, they could don't cry tire, but it's a good thing that they've eventually caught him and he could face the full wrath of the law right now. Well, we hope that he does because this is Nigeria. Then moving on to some sad things really happen. Okay, so there one young girl for we say for the late 20 for in late 2018, Felicia Shinoto Kasane said that she made a life-changing journey from Abuja, where she had been living with her uncle, to Lagos to spend the Christmas and New Year holiday with her aunt. Bottom line, she talked how her aunt's husband they used to rape her, and her aunt they video the raping. Even though say her aunt don't talk saying a lie, she they lie. But were you expecting the aunt to say it's true? Now the question be say, how do we have family members that we can not really trust our children for their hand? How it take happen? Say on January 4, 2019, 15-year-old Felicia moved in with Ngozi and her husband Emeka and their children. Felicia accused the man of the house of giving her inappropriate attention, which escalated to inappropriate physical contact, to an instance where he allegedly took her in his car to red light districts to show her tax sex workers. See your mate, see them, see different customers, see your mate. Now, from that point on, Felicia alleged that Emeka repeatedly sexually violated her, with the abuse continuing from September 2021 until May 2022, when she finally fled the couple's home. She alleged that when she reported the abuse to Ngozi, the woman continued to support her husband and even forced her to make nude videos to send to Emeka. Okay, just one of the many bizarre things that happen for Nigeria. I just thought that you should know that. I'm sure I've also told you the story of Quadri, the young boy, where be say the 17-year-old boy, where be say being there for front of P2B convoy, where them arrest because of bad belly, and how did they try, how in lawyer Inehibe Effiong and the Lagos State Police PRA, Benjamin Hundein, the trade words, police automatically they talk say the boy in an 18-year-old. And the lawyer they insist say that just 17-year-old in the meaning say he never reach for to throw him inside adult prison where they wait for that long for waiting to fighting. Police can't say he even thief people things join on top. And meanwhile, they say na just frame up where area boys frame them because they tax them for the money we didn't give them, and the boy no agree give the money. They just frame them up. And this is why a young man's life was wasted. If not be say people hear this gist, comfort for the boy. If that boy for rot there. Now, this now the story of so many people where they behind bars so far for Nigeria, where they rot, they waste for nothing. They rot for nothing because they don't get people to speak up for them. The number of awaiting trial inmates, them, is they alarming. Even past people where they say they don't try. Ask around for Nigerian prison. It is sad. Now, incidents like this, now in the cause them. They unnecessarily congest, they fill up our prisons unnecessarily. Well, that's not the matter. And then let's quickly also let you in on what other story again. Yeah. So panic gripped residents of Oremeta Street in the Ojodo area of Lagos State today, Saturday morning, as two-story building housing the Equal Rights Restaurant collapsed, trapping several people inside. I'd have shown you footages, but I wouldn't want to do that because YouTube may flag them. The incident, which occurred around 9 a.m. today, reportedly trapped restaurant workers, customers, and a family who were at the scene at the time of the collapse. So bottom line, building fall for inside Lagos State and people don't dey trapped. In fact, yes, people feel plenty, we go feel that, but they don't dey release people them one by one. They find what they go use bring people out one by one. They don't bring out some people them, and I go feel on the in as they bring out more people. Now to add an icing to the cake of all of this conversation, very quickly before we go, you remember IMF, right? Yes, IMF. Oh, they don't talk finally concerning your President Bola Tinubu electoral reforms because now the International Monetary Fund don't talk say Nigeria faces significant uncertainty in its economic outlook despite wide-ranging reforms, and gains are yet to benefit all Nigerians with poverty. Say poverty, food and insecurity don't remain very, very high. Now, then conclude their 2025 article, I think, 4 consultations with Nigeria's public policy executives and all of that. Bottom line, they talk, they say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu reform, that is not looking reforming a bit at all. Because the kind of reform where they reform, say it be like saying only a few people now they reform the benefit, and the reform that they benefit the majority of Nigerians. Now people say, hold on, IMF, calm down. Now beyond they continue to borrow them money, even though they tell you what they're using the money for. But at the end of the day, we need they see the project, so they tell them say they use that money for, but I will continue to borrow them again. Not be on a say on advise them, say make them come out, make them float our naira. Not be on also say on advise them, say make them come out subsidy, all forms of energy subsidy. Oh, not be on advise them. Wow, how come now that they talk say the not waiting being in economic reform when no be those floating of the naira, removal of subsidy, both in electricity and in fuel. No be no be the reforms that be that. Then how come now they can't blame and say the reform didn't work? Not be an advice, Sam. So could you just please say that your advice is not working for Nigerians? Maybe the Nigerian environment or society they a bit different from other places when I think say for work? Or you guys knew all along and deliberately wanted to impoverish and suffer Nigerians? Could it be the reason? Well, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Phone lines are open. If you'd like to join me on this conversation, kindly jump in very quickly. Let's just do this very quickly. I intend to spend just an hour here. So let's see. If you're interested in jumping in on the conversation, do that very quickly. So I don't drop the link to this show for inside the comment section. So if you check the comment section, you did the comment will be pinned for the comment section. Kindly just click on the link inside that pinned post. It will bring you. This is the post here. This is the pinned comment here. Click on that link in the pinned comment. It will bring you straight into my studio and it will feel contribute. Or you call the WhatsApp line 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 4077. By the way, this is your first time of joining me. Waiting you to wait for now. Oh, yeah, subscribe now. Subscription is free. You're not paying money for it now. This not be Go TV, DSTV. We don't say they don't find that the way one go pay half now. And I go to pay half. Small, small. No, no, no. I know they charge you. It is free. So kindly just click on the subscription button and also like this post, please. Can you like the post? Click on the subscription button so that we're going to move the ministry forward. Yeah. Okay. Taking your messages very quickly. I see you. How are you, precious? This is Charles. Charles, I'm fine. How's South Africa today? Good. And you said, oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, Charles. I'm doing great. I'm awesome and super. And until Ella says, this shows clearly that some of the Labour Party members are planted by the APC government. It shock you? Are you new to church? Okay. Arawambi has been on this path since 2023 election. He has been working against Peter Obi and Dati. Hence, when he reconciled with Aburi, I knew money has changed hands as well as capturing. Wow, okay. That's how you talk. And Emenike Oliver says, good evening, precious. Thank you, Emenike. Good evening to you. How are you doing? I'm coming. I'll take more of your messages. Let me just attend to this call. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening. Yes, Declan from Germany.
Declan, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you. How's Germany today?
I have patiently waited for you to ask us to call.
Okay, great.
Because your program today is a burner. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Because of the many things that are happening in Nigeria.
Honestly speaking, the things have tired me. I didn't want to do the program today. I was tired. I needed to attend to home and all those. But when I looked at the stories, I said it would be very unfair to my people if I don't come let and I know all these stories really happen. So I had to do the needful.
Yahweh is your strength, my sister. God is your strength.
Thank you.
Because the way you came out to tell us things that are happening is very important.
Thank you.
All of us out here, we want to know because there are a lot of us who want to come back. To tell you the truth, there are a lot of Nigerians living abroad who want to come back.
And we wish you guys to come back too. But unfortunately,
come back to what?
But unfortunately, we don't really wish you guys honestly because we know that it's not the best decision at the moment.
It's crazy. I listened to Datti Baba-Ahmed.
Yes, you heard that interview. He didn't miss words. He didn't miss words. He ensured that exactly. He kept hitting it. He's an Hausa man.
Hausa or Fulani?
No, he's perhaps Hausa Fulani. He's the younger brother to President Tinubu's political advisor who resigned.
Well, I don't know him, but I heard he resigned under very questionable circumstances.
Yes.
Okay. Now the thing there is this. I listened to the man. I listened to everything you said. And if we don't wake up, the last time I called, the first time I called, I said we had to wake up.
Yes.
If we don't wake up and bond together as a people, because we're not a people, we're different tribes. We're not a nation.
Yes.
It's only in football that we fool ourselves.
Yes.
Nigeria.
We must understand our differences.
Listen, if your house is burning, you don't fight. You don't chase rats if your house is burning. That's an Igbo adage. You look for the black goat. You don't look for the black goat when it's dark. You look for the black goat when it's sunny.
Yes.
Now Nigerians have to make hay while the sun shines.
Well,
because the thing we have right now, if we don't stop this tribalism, because tribalism is what has caused all this insurgency.
Honestly speaking, I don't know how we will stop. It's so painful. It's so painful. So even someone like me, look, my name is Precious. I'm from River State. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I posted something on social media. I'm sure you watched the show when the flagship joined us and the things he said. And I told him I was going to cut that
Yeah.
part to post where he said, where he narrated what would have happened if Nigeria were the US, where the president had traveled for this while and wasn't back, and all of those issues. And I posted that aspect. Guess what? Yorubas were under my tweet and abusing me that it can only be people from this particular tribe because I bear an Igbo speaking name, right? Amy. And then
Jesus.
and they came for me. It can only be people from a particular tribe. I just kept looking at them because I'm not usually quick to responding to people on social media because it's not my thing. But I just look at them and it just shows the depths of how ethnic baiting has killed and ruined us in this country. Now, we're speaking about things that's not working in our country. That if those things were to work, it would benefit you, even if your brother is not in power tomorrow. And the first thing you have to do is to insult the person who's saying it by throwing the ethnic, by throwing the ethnic card. How long do we continue like that? How long do we continue like that?
And that
Is it only people from other tribes that are buying fuel the price they're buying it today? Are they the only ones suffering from the economic reforms of the president? Are they the only ones suffering from insecurity? Even in Ondo State, is Ondo State not a Yoruba state? Are they not killing? Are they not kidnapping? So what is the problem? I don't know why we are like this. And that's not to say that it's only that is not to say that I mean I have amazing Yoruba friends. But one of the good friends I have in my life are Yorubas and Hausas. But then again, it shows how we deliberately divide ourselves against ourselves for selfish interests. So I agree with you.
Exactly. Now, what you're saying is very, very true. Now, but the problem is this: a lot of people want to japa from Nigeria. Let me tell you what's happening here in Europe where we live. You will not get the same opportunities as a European.
You will never. Some Europeans are even getting angry and asking. Some of them are even getting angry and asking you, migrants, immigrants, to go that they don't want you in their land again.
My sister, the first year I came here, my first year in Germany, the first questions they asked me was, "What are you doing here? When are you going?" Those are the questions they asked me when I came here. What are you doing here? When did you come? What are you doing here? When are you going? These are the ways they ask it. 3 ways. The 3 questions. When did you come? What are you doing here? When are you going? And Nigerians want to japa and come here. You don't want to settle your country.
Thank you, Declan.
There's a reason why I'm still here. And I can't talk about it right now.
I understand, but it can only be home. Home would have been better.
If not, I would have gone back.
Honestly.
My reasons have to do with my health.
Oh. No, if it's your
That's
health, remain
here.
where you're there. Remain where you are because you would get the worst healthcare in Nigeria, I can assure you.
That's the problem.
So
That's the problem.
Unfortunately, they don't want to ensure that our systems work well. Unfortunately, so.
It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Now, Peter Obi, when he was campaigning, went to Egypt and said they wanted to use the Egyptian method. Now I hear Tinubu's government wants to go to.
They are paying a lot of money for that. They are paying a lot of money for it. I wish I can remember that figure precisely now. They are paying a lot of money for it.
If you cannot be original, why not leave people who are original to do things in an original way? If you have to steal ideas, why not leave the geniuses to fix things? I want to be president. I want to be president. Okay, now you are president. What do you have for the Nigerian people? I blame my Yoruba brothers. I was born and bred in Lagos. I have a lot of Yoruba friends. I have a lot of Muslim friends. Some of my best friends are Muslim. Some of my best friends are Yoruba people. I can count the number of Igbo friends I have. That means I can count them on a finger. the number of Igbo friends I have more Yoruba friends than Igbo friends, more friends from other tribes than Igbo friends. Igbo from Imo State. Now, the thing there is this. Let me go on to what Papa Datti said.
Okay, go ahead, please.
My sister,
Sir?
if Nigeria will not stand up and demand not just the Electoral Act, the Constitution must be amended.
But I told you what Baba Galadima said. He insisted on that. He said the Constitution has to be amended. Else, that we can't have an election in 2027.
Yes. If Tinubu wants to solidify his legacy, like Mandela did in South Africa, he should touch that constitution. They should amend it. Coming to the killings, the terrorist killings, a terrorist must die if you shed blood. He who kills by the sword
dies by the
must die
sword.
by the sword.
But unfortunately, we forgive them here. We forgive them here.
That priest who said that the people of Benue should pray to God, he's a madman.
That's their governor, sir.
I wanted to
That's the governor of the state.
I won't call him a bastard. He's a useless person.
Sorry, sir.
Me, I'm Catholic and I'm boiling here where I am. It's a shame to the Catholic Church. His mates are carrying AK-47 and protecting the altar and protecting their congregation. And now that he's governor, he doesn't know that the whole people of Benue State are his congregation. What kind of shepherd is he? Is it to stand on the altar and start reading the Bible and then you cannot be a good shepherd? What kind of shepherd is he? His sheep are dying and he's letting them die. The wolves and the lions and the bears are coming to carry his sheep and he's letting them die. Why doesn't he walk like David? I watched something on YouTube.
Okay.
And he talked about the staff and the rod. He said the staff is what the shepherd uses to guide his sheep. You know, the staff has this funny curving on the end,
yes,
on the top.
Yes.
He said it's what the shepherd uses to guide his sheep. That curving is when the sheep wants to go somewhere, he uses and hook the neck and pull it back. That man is a shameful person. I won't say more.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Declan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
You too. Have a good night. Enjoy your holiday. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye. All right. Moving on to more of your messages right now. Okay. So Godwin says that is always straightforward and truthful. I agree with you. And John Terry, how are you? Well done. Thank you, John Terry. How are you today? It's MacArthur Onoha says, good evening, precious. You heard that democracy is dead in Nigeria. What we practice is kakistocracy. Help. And then Lizzie Akwan says, Datti Baba-Ahmed is a very brilliant gentleman. His words have come back to bite us in the butt, excuse me. And this man is a man. Namani be. Okay? And he says, Sansi, Supreme Court's they cause problem. So you talk. And Godwin then says Galadima is correct 100% about his comment that votes will not count in 2027 if electoral reform is not first done before the election. A lot of us fear same too. And MacArthur Onoha says Alaya has sold his soul to devil by joining ABC. And who can Emenike Oliver says Chai with PO and Dati Nigeria for improve for something else. So and MacArthur says Nigeria is not a real place but a terrorist country. We are only not staying with us. Oh no, we're not a terrorist place. And St. Pierre says, good evening, precious. This APC, they are shameless. That's what you said. Okay, so let's see. Ekuribe Henry says Governor of Benue State is a Fulani by tribe. Genuine people of the state should be careful and defend themselves. Honor Haden says there is nothing hunger cannot do. Election has consequences, my dear brother. Then Charles says, what's going on in Nigeria? You don't see the things that go on for Nigeria. And says most of the rape cases are done by people close to the person. Honestly, that was painful, and that's why I decided to throw light to that story. Nigeria is bizarre crimes, a bizarre crime scene. It's not, is it? Oh, precious, thank you for all you do. For our common patrimony. God bless Nigeria. A new Nigeria is, I believe that a new Nigeria is possible. I do believe so. And that's why I keep pushing. Let's push for electoral reform. I am willing to make noise about that as much as possible. IMF and World Bank are anti Africa. Well, where are your leaders? And they will borrow Africa countries' money and give them loophole to embezzle the money. So where are your leaders? Person want me you fail, you too they fail. You should apply your use your car fast now. Good evening, Madam Precious. Thank you to you. Good evening to you too. And Johnson says, Precious, can I call in to share my 2 month experience in Burkina Faso? That man is God sent. Please call him. Makato, just click on the link and join the conversation, Makato. Please click on the I like to hear your story. See, go to the comment section. That link that is pinned there. Please click on that link. I want you to join us live and tell us what you experience. Is that man is God sent to his people and Africa? And with him, I have hope for Nigeria and Africa, honestly speaking. And I've heard a lot about what's going on in Burkina Faso. I think he is Hausa. That is Hausa. He's from Kaduna State. I think Zaria also. He's from Kaduna. He's from Kaduna North. Yes, Kaduna North. Charles, but why are we so tribalistic in Nigeria? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Never, never trust a Yoruba person as a friend. Can I tell you how many Igbo people that have beaten me? Can I tell you how many Niger Delta people that have beaten me? Can I even tell you people from other tribes that have beaten me? I may have even suffered from their hands more than my friends that are Yorubas. You really can't tell. So the thing about character trait is that it is not tribal. You have the same character traits across all religion, across all tribes. So this thing that we do that we make it look like an ethnic thing, it's not real because you have good, bad, and ugly people across every tribe. So please, let's understand that. No place like home. I agree with you guys. I agree. Precious, please be mindful of how nothing will happen to me. Mark, Ugwenya, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your kind words. But nothing will happen. Charles, Yorubas are one of those most tribalistic tribe in Nigeria. Aren't we all tribalistic? Tinubu can never be like Mandela. He may be the Mandela of Nigeria. Precious, please take eh, are you serious? My accounts? Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. No thoughts for Nigeria. Nigeria have no freedom fighter. Mhm. Okay. And then a point of correction, his ships are not dying, but he is killing his ships. And Benue governor is a bandit. Oh dear, you guys stop. What now? Okay, okay. And this here says, Uche says, Precious, it's painful when I look at our country called Nigeria. It's now that I hope for my children. Honestly speaking, it's painful. Let's visit our studio and see who we have there. Hello, good evening, and welcome, Mike FIFA. How are you,
How are
Mr.
you?
Mike? I'm fine. I'm great. How are you, Mike?
I'm fine. Oh, happy Easter in advance.
Same to you. Yeah, sharp, sharp. Hit it. What would you like to
Yes.
tell
So,
us?
um, the security agencies, the
Hmm.
I think that's the director of DSS, is
Yes.
telling Nigerians to protect themselves. So,
Yes.
what's the need of protecting yourself? Why
But our Reverend Father has said, don't retaliate. Just
that's
leave it.
what I'm saying. Because
Leave it.
in the course of doing that, if you happen to kill a terrorist, you'll be sentenced to death. So, what's the essence of protecting yourself? And again, this 300 or so terrorists, they rehabilitated and integrated into the society. I don't see that as making them to change, because they will still go back to the bush and continue from where they stop. I don't know what is wrong with this country. You see someone, after killing so many people, you just put him somewhere, you rehabilitate him, and even in some cases they pay them. So why they see person, they kill people? You just carry and go pamparam, tell and say no do them again, can't carry and come out again. Even some of them, they also integrate some of them into Nigerian army. From there, they will cut away with our equipment, our ammunition, and still go back, because I don't see those terrorists. They have one mindset. They know fit change. The only thing that will make them change from that act is death. So I don't understand. People wait and they kill their people. You go see them, they go, they cry. And if these people now where they do this thing, you just open your eye, they see person where kill your family member. They just pay them. Come they tell us saying don't repent. Carry and put another place. Omo, I beg. May God help us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Hello, good evening. Hey, Prince Francis Chilaka is here. Good evening, sir. Sir?
Precious, I didn't want to get into your studio this night, but honestly, the topics are making me get upset.
Thank you for
Very, very
disappearing
upset.
into my studio. Thank you, sir.
Very, very upset. I sometimes I ask myself, is it a crime to be a Nigerian? What offense have we committed as a people that we are in a country where telling ourselves the truth, the naked truth, has become a crime? In a country where we have leaders who apparently don't understand what leadership is all about. It is really, really painful. I'm going to start with Father Alia. Like I keep saying, I'm really shocked at him. I am shocked and disappointed at the same time.
Why should he have told his people to take up arms?
Oh, how many people has he lost in 2 weeks?
Nah.
It is only a tree that they will tell that they want to cut down that will stand. If people can come into your own land, your ancestral home, armed to come and decimate you, kill you, and take over your land, you're asking them not to retaliate, you're asking them not to fight back. Is that what a leader should be saying? When the same leader is not providing adequate and necessary security for the lives and property of his people. You know, sometimes when we say that religious leaders really don't make good leaders, people think it's a joke. But with him, I'm in pain. It is this kind of sermon that has kept the Nigerian people where they are today. It is this kind of sermon that has helped the Nigerian people to be poor where they are today. When you try to attribute every situation to God, meanwhile, God has given you everything you need in this life to succeed. He has given you wisdom, knowledge, understanding. He has opened your brain. He has exposed you to life, right and wrong. Yet somebody will tell you, oh, if you're going on the road and you know you're not supposed to walk, on the middle of the road, and you stupidly go and walk on the middle of the road, and a car knocks you, they'll say it's the will of God. How is that the will of God? How is it the will of God? If Father Alia, or whatever he wants to call himself, does not understand what leadership is, what it means to protect his people, he should honorably resign. Because I, for one, am sick and tired that every day you wake up, you are hearing of people being killed, people being decimated by terrorists, by Boko Haram, by herdsmen. And everybody, the way people die in Nigeria today, or the way people get killed in Nigeria today, is no longer news. As we sleep, when we wake up in the morning, we're checking to see which state has been attacked, how many people have been killed. And yet we have military men, we have policemen, we have security forces that are being paid salaries from the tax of the ordinary Nigerians. So something is definitely wrong. The leadership needs to begin to think as if there is no box. Labour Party, you know,
Yes,
Labour Party has become a laughing stock. I had always maintained that Arabambi and Apapa, from day one, they were planted as two JPP. And they have not disappointed anybody. They have not. Because what they are doing or what they have done in the past is enough to, you know, excommunicate them from the party. It's enough.
So who will excommunicate them when they are claiming ownership and leadership of the party? Who will excommunicate them?
They will soon be excommunicated. These are the people that are causing the pains and the mayhem Nigerians are going through. It's really unfortunate that all of a sudden we don't have a opposition party in Nigeria. Any opposition party that raises its head, internal problem, we want to scatter
speaking about opposition parties, Seth, now that you've just reminded me, so there was something Shawari said today, and that thing, or not just today, I think it wasn't today though, he said that in an interview, but I think I just saw that today. He did mention that the entire SDP going and all that is just all a facade to ensure that they gather votes for Tinubu. I don't know how true or false that is, but I like you to hear. I like you to listen to. Okay, go ahead.
The thing with Showore, I'll say the Showore has not, in as much as he's trying to be somebody who could bring change, but a lot of Nigerians don't take Showore serious. And that's the truth. Yes. If you check the last election, what position did he come? So you must be able to have garnered enough vote to speak as an opposition. And the truth is, 2027, no party alone can go it.
No. Not no party as a president.
Good. And like I keep saying, it is easy to give a cup of water to a monkey, but to get that cup back is the problem. So Showore himself, if he's one of those who truly believe in Nigeria as he claims, he should be in a major talk right now.
So let's quickly listen to him. But he claims that he cannot be in a major because that everybody that he would meet with are part of the corrupt system. So he wants only holy people. But who are those holy people that will join him to fight the fight? But let's listen to
SCP. Pretend like they want to defeat Ashwaju, knowing that it will only enhance his chances. El-Rufai came to SDP to come and use it as a negotiating platform to go back to the APC. But he didn't know that the APC he left behind, or that he left, it's not the APC they created. It has become a Frankenstein monster, monster that eats its creator. So I don't know if the others will have the courage to come out, but we'll see what happens in the next few. Because what I heard is that Peter Obi was also supposed to join the SDP. I don't know if he would do that. I think he was supposed to join. I doubt he would do that because, El-Rufai is going to be. It's going to be
on his own
for a while.
Okay, so Prince Francis Chilaka, you heard that. Do you believe that El-Rufai may just be pretending about the SDP card just to use it as a bait to,
it simply shows you that Showore himself does not understand political language. He doesn't understand, because if he understands, he will know that, as it is right now, not only are the political gladiators unhappy, the ordinary Nigerians themselves are unhappy. So it's something that would involve a proper merging of different parties and different individuals to come together. If they don't
irrespective of their differences.
Those who say, yes, they need to see, first of all, they need to throw away their differences. And secondly, a lot of people have to make genuine sacrifices for a better Nigeria. In a situation where everybody wants to be president, none of them would get it. So what they should do is come together and look at themselves and look at the last election and say to themselves, if there is this unconstitutional arrangement of 8 years North, 8 years South, then it means that the South has another 4 years. If that is really what they want to uphold, then it means that those from the North that are coming together to form this merger must sacrifice their own ambition. That is on one hand. And then the likes of Showore will also learn to sacrifice his ambition. It is very, very important. If they don't do this kind of calculation, they will not go anywhere. Because the man at the helm of affairs, to a large extent, understand what the political class wants. And what do they want? Settlement. He understands the language. He understands the body language very well. I'm talking about the way my Yoruba brothers keep attacking everybody who speaks against this government. It's laughable. I have quite a number of good Yoruba friends, reasonable ones.
Hello? Christina, are you there? Hello, sir, are you there? I guess network has kicked him out. I don't know if you can hear me, sir. Okay, I think the network has kicked him out. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I haven't joined back. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Sorry. Don't give me. All right, go ahead. Just conclude.
So a lot of Yorubas who are politically inclined, who are in the Nigerian politics of today, need to wake up and smell the coffee. They need to shun nepotism. They need to shun tribalism. It's very, very important.
All right, apologies. I see that you're a bit distracted, sir. Sorry. Would excuse you briefly. Okay, sir. Are you back?
Yes. They need to shun tribalism. They need to shun nepotism. And they need to learn how to embrace other sectors of the economy. They need to.
Okay, sir. So you know that I forgot that story that I was going to even talk about, that drama that happened today. But now that you're here, let me quickly wrap up with that story. As we hear that there was a mild drama at the Emir's Palace in Bauchi State yesterday, Friday, when the state deputy governor, Auwal Jatau, allegedly give a dirty slap to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Tinubu's minister, Yusuf Maitama Tuggar, during a heated altercation. Now, the incident occurred during a turbaning of former Bauchi State Governor Mohammed Abdullahi Abubakar as Makama Babba I of Bauchi Emirate, which coincided with the wedding of his daughter, Khadija Mohammed. Now, the high profile event was attended by top political figures, including Vice President Kashin Shetima and Gombe State Governor Muhammad Inuwa Yahaya, among others. According to eyewitness, he said the clash ensued after the foreign minister reportedly made a disparaging comment about Governor Bala Mohammed, the Oga of in deputy, we slap him. He made a disparaging comment about Governor Bala Mohammed's administration. Comments that the deputy governor allegedly found offensive. Now, the deputy governor was visibly furious. It was shocking. It was a shocking moment. If not for Vice President Shetima's swift intervention, it would have escalated badly, a source told newsmen. Now, the altercation is believed to be a continued or a continuation of the long-standing political rift between Minister Tuggar and Governor Bala Mohammed. Tuggar, a staunch critic of PDP-led government in the state. Now, Tuggar had earlier accused the governor of using President Bola Tinubu's tax reforms to kickstart his own 2027 presidential ambition. And in January, in a January, I think appearance on Channels Television, Sunday Politics, Tuggar said Governor Bala Mohammed showed clearly that he did not have sincerity of purpose. He used the tax bill debate to jumpstart his presidential campaign. Reacting to governors to governors to reacting, the governor's chief of staff then Gamawa described the minister's comment as opportunistic and undiplomatic, accusing him of seeking to curry favors from Tinubu's administration. Tuggar's ambition to run for governor in 2027 is the real reason behind what is going on, according to sources. So, now waiting lead to the slap. Prince Francis Chilakasa, would you like to chime in on this very quickly since you're still here? I'm sure you heard about that dirty slap they give to somebody.
Man, that slap me too. That slap is sweet.
Why do you like violence? So what do you think is the reason? Why does it look like most states that are not controlled by APC, the ministers of those states seem to be at loggerhead with the state governments?
Most of the ministers, most of those engaged as ministers by President Bola Tinubu are behaving like thugs. They are not showing class. They are not showing leadership. They are all behaving like thugs. And sometimes the best way to keep a dog in check is by applying some force on it. First and foremost, it is not the gathering was not a political gathering. So if a minister goes to a gathering where there is a turban, there is a wedding, and start insulting a governor, he deserves more than one slap.
Away.
And it's the truth. If all this while Wike has been doing anything, he goes to River State and Fubara gives him one slap, his brain will reset.
So Fubara's deputy, Dr. Ngozi, in this case. But in their own case now, she be him buy the tickets for all of them.
So no. See, I think that Bola Tinubu should actually call his ministers who suddenly have become attacked. His ministers are worse than the political thugs out there. Is it his SAs? A man who has about 13 SAs on media. Once you just say Param, an attack, left, right, center, forward. Even the likes of Boala and Co. We all know what Boala said about this president before he became a president.
He's not one of him.
But today he's rewriting history by going back to his vomit.
Thank you, Prince Francis.
Nigerian politicians have no shame.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I appreciate you. And I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you who's joined the live. Thank you, Prince Francis Chilaka, for stopping by. Thank you so much. And do enjoy your holiday, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, so all of you who's joined the show, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being part of the show. The spirit was very willing today and the flesh was weak, but I made sure that the spirit conquered the flesh. And I came out here to give you people the gist what happened for Nigeria. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Hopefully so. I will see you tomorrow evening. If this is the first time of joining me, please ensure that you subscribe. Follow us like a village people. Now, it's not for payment. Now, subscribe. Go and click on the subscription button. It's for free. You can also turn on the notification button and please like this post. Just click on the like button. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow as we celebrate the holiday. I wish you all the best. Please protect your mental health though, because we're halal need finish. See you tomorrow evening, God willing. Enjoy the rest of your holiday.